Reported today in The Verge. How to make a seamless Instagram panorama. It's already been a few years since Instagram allowed you to post multiple photos simultaneously in a single post. This small change enabled a lot of creative options. One of my favorites is creating seamless panoramas by simply slicing your photo in two, like this one. If you want to take advantage of this neat little hack, here's a quick, simple tutorial on how you can pull it off. Before you start, you'll need two things: Adobe Photoshop, or another pixel-based photo editor that lets you work with layers, and an elementary understanding of Instagram's requirements for sizing photos. First, about the sizing, no matter which photo you upload, Instagram will automatically resize and compress your images. For example, square photos will always end up being 1080 by 1080 and vertical ones will always be 1080 w x 1350 h. So if you want to create a panorama made out of two vertical photos, you'll need to duplicate the pixels lengthwise, while the height stays the same. 1080 by 1350 becomes 2160 by 1350. Or if you want to create a panorama made out of three images, you'll use 3240 by 1350. The same applies if you're starting off with square images, which will fit into a panoramic space with twice the width, 2160 by 1080. Okay, let's boot up Photoshop and open up two documents. The first one should be 2160 by 1350, it's where you'll slice your photos into two parts. Let's name the first document Full Image. The second document should be 1080 by 1350, this one is where you'll drop in your single images and get them ready for export. We can name this one Slices. Open or drag your image into the first document, Full Image. Go to View in your menu bar and select New Guide Layout. Set two columns with 0 width and 0 gutter. If rows are selected, deselect them since you won't need to cut horizontally, only vertically. This will create a turquoise line right down the middle of your photo. Before we move on to the next step, make sure your Snap to Guide is turned on. It'll make your life just that much easier. Select the Marquee tool on your left-hand side, or hit the shortcut M key, and drag your cursor over the first half of the photo. If Snap to Guide is turned on, your selection will automatically snap to the turquoise vertical line you created earlier. Now that you have your selection, you can simply copy and paste it to a new layer on the Slices document. Go back to the Full Image document and repeat for the other half of the image. Now you're ready for exporting. You can either export each layer at once using Photoshop's Layers to Files option, under File Export, or you can export each layer individually. I tend to add a few more layers to the same document, so I batch export those. In case you want to double-check your final export settings for more on this story, visit the news article link.